I bring to you none other than Faime Gretzky. Sir, how is it harder to get noticed in the 845 than other locations?
Absolutely.
Also enables me to be able to invite you to the Voice of the Valley showcases when I do it to perform.
Okay, yeah.
You know, so I'll definitely be, hitting you up like, yo, come out here and perform.
I kill every showcase I go to, man. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love it. Me and my dude Doc Dillinger that I do music with too. We kill every showcase we go to. Trust me.
That's what it is. I can't wait for that. So let me ask you this: does hate play a part in the lack of support in the area, or is there a lack of talent in the area?
Lack of talent. Honestly speaking, my music, I don't like talking about the typical things that everybody talk about within music. Like a lot of my music, I like to drop gems, I like to drop jewels, I like to, day-to-day people that go through stuff, I want them to feel it, I want them to understand, this is for you too. So they see this 6'5", 250-pound big dude singing or doing R&B, it's just like it throws them off, and it's just like, and I mean within the area. You go outside the area, they accept that, they pray, they love it.
So tell me a little bit about the name, man. Faime Gretzky, where's that come from?
It's the crazy, shout out to Gusto to plug this. I got a record deal offer from Motown, and when Motown sent that to me, I had to read it over. I sent it to Zach. I was like, yeah, how does it look? Zach was just like, this is a 360.
FinallyTV, here we are, party people, back again with another Voice of the Valley. You already know what it is. It's your boy GABRIEL in the building. Listen, if this is your first time watching the show, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that follow, leave that comment, let me know what you think, let me know who I need to have on the show next, because y'all know, I told you this already, there is no more buying your way onto FinallyTV. You must be invited to the show.
Respect.
You know what I mean? So you got to be doing something out here. So if you know somebody that's doing something you think they deserve a shot, send some info my way so I go and check them out and see if we get them the invitation to come on this very show today. So with that said, I am super happy today to bring you someone who I was trying to get on the show probably in the last 8-9 months. I was talking to him, trying to get him out here, things, life, the whole nine. Shout out to Selka, because Selka's a big reason why I even know who this man is right here. So shout out to you, because he did put me on to a pretty dope artist in the 845. I bring to you none other than Faime Gretzky. Sir, how are you?
What's up? How's everything, man?
Chilling, man. Welcome to the show.
Welcome. Yeah, I'm welcome to be here. Honored, honestly. Yeah, I've been hearing about this show forever, so I'm just like, I didn't even know that was invite only, honestly. So I'm just like,
yeah. I changed that up because I was like, the quality of and content of the show and the platform will dwindle if I just let anybody who's got money come onto the show.
Understandable.
You know what I mean? So I needed to start hitting the people that are impactful, that have done something, that are, have a passion about it that's unmatched, right? So, and you can see that in the work ethic, in the music, if you're just paying a little bit of attention. So as soon as I get wind of it and I start listening, I'm like, and then recently, well, not recently, back in January now, wow. But the sessions thing that you did at Holiday Inn.
Yeah, I did that with the sessions I did at the Holiday when I went to the perform over there.
Yes.
Okay.
Remember, I was on that judge panel.
Yes, you were. Yes,
you know what I'm saying? And when I heard you perform, I was like, okay. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I felt like I could have did a little bit more that night. I felt like I wasn't prepared enough. But honestly speaking, I love that every artist was great. Everybody came out. Fun. Yeah, it was very fun. Everybody came out and showed love. And I love to do anything. If the 845 is doing anything, I love to be there. I love to support it. Mm-hmm. It's just I'm not in the loop a lot because I'm so focused on branching outside of the 845. Mm-hmm. Because everybody know me in this area. I feel like everybody does. Like
now, hell, I do.
I'm a little under the radar out here, but I do a lot of performances outside of the 845. So that's how come a lot of events, I'm not there or I'll just see it online or anything. But trust me, I would love to be at a lot more 845 events that goes on.
Well, it's nice to hear you say that. And, the way you're going about reaching out to other, locales to put your shows on and get known is a smart move, right?
Yes.
Because I think you're doing that because you already realize, you're never going to be the prophet in your own town anyway.
Exactly. A lot of people don't know I'm not even, from Poughkeepsie.
Yeah.
I never went to Poughkeepsie High School or anything, but the town welcomed me. The area welcomed me, so I never deny it. I never, be like, nah, forget that. I'm a Brooklyn dude, born and raised. No, like Poughkeepsie welcomed me as one of their own.
Gotcha.
You know, so that's why I always rep 845. I always put 845 on my back no matter what I do.
Yeah.
Actually, when I get on stage now, I catch myself saying 845 before 718 sometimes. I'm like, wow, that's crazy, you know. So
No, but that's what's up, and salute to you, and thanks for that.
Yeah,
You know
no
what I'm saying?
problem, man, no problem.
The representation that the area has, especially as of late, is pretty high caliber. You know, people like you, people like my partner in podcast Blackout, you know, and Remy Hendrix, people like Dom Gotti and D Weathers
Shout
and Ice
out
the
to
God.
them. Shout
you
out
know
to
what I
all of
mean?
them.
Like
Yeah.
you guys are all like talented, good artists that, you know, should you stay on the course you're on, it's gonna go. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
That's all it is. It's just a matter of time and opportunity.
You know, like I learned that. I apologize.
Yeah.
I learned that hard work beat talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, like I don't look at the talent aspect anymore. You
Right.
know, like it's not about that.
It's
If you're talented and you're sitting on the sideline, it doesn't matter how talented you are. Technically, you have no talent because you're not presenting it.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to learn that. You know, I sat back for a long time and I learned about, you know, how to put my music out there and all of that type of stuff. So that was the best thing I could have done, because now I just put out my material, and when it's time to do a press run and really get it going, we're just gonna hit the promote button. So like that's how I'm trying to build it up right now.
Dope. Well, brother, I'm going to run you through these questions, man, Voice of the Valley style. I'm super eager to get these to you, too, because these particular questions, I've revamped the whole show. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So the questions, I got some oldie but goodie questions in here, and then I got something that, you know, really pertains to the area here and really give you an opportunity to speak on it, you know, should you want to, in any way you want. So there's no wrong answers, all right, brother?
Okay,
all right.
gotcha.
So let's get it. First one is, man, and answer this for the people. Is it harder to get noticed in the 845 than other locations?
Absolutely.
Why you say that?
I say if you're from the area, it's definitely harder because a lot of people in the area is doing exactly what you're doing. You know, a lot of people, everywhere I turn in the 845, somebody's a rapper. There's a new rapper, there's a new singer, there's a new artist. And I feel like in this area, a lot of artists don't support artists as much as they should. You know, I had a show in Boston last month. Everybody in there showed me love as if I knew them forever, you know, buying me drinks, all of this stuff. In Poughkeepsie, you know, you get that little head nod, they show you respect, and I feel like if they know that you're good, they don't give you the praise. You know, they just be like, all right, yeah, I know he's good. I was expecting it. You know, it's like, that's how they look at it, and I can't knock them because they're trying to get their own stuff off the ground. So it's just like, this is how come I focus on pushing my music outside of Poughkeepsie to bring the attention to Poughkeepsie. Because I feel like everybody knows everybody out here already. You know, everybody knows what it is. Everybody have their own opinion on everybody else's talent. Sure. You know, so it's just like, I don't know. I view it completely different in a certain way. So I definitely understand the question.
Yeah, no, that's what's up. And one thing I should mention too is being on the show now with me also enables me to be able to invite you to the Voice of the Valley showcases when I do them to perform.
Okay, yeah.
You know, so I'll definitely be, you know, hitting you up like, yo, come out here and perform.
I kill every showcase I go to, man. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love it. Me and my dude Doc Dillinger that I do music with too. We kill every showcase we go to. Trust me.
That's what it is. I can't wait for that. So let me ask you this: does hate play a part in the lack of support in the area, or is there a lack of talent in the area?
Lack of talent. Like, hate sells more than love. You know, so like, in a way, if you're getting as much hate as you want, like, you know, it's what they say, no publicity is bad publicity. Exactly. Publicity is publicity. So as far as, I feel like sometimes a lot of people is one-dimensional in the area. They don't want to step outside their comfort zone. They hear the music that their friend that they grew up in high school would say, yo, this is fire. And they don't know that they maybe can be a great R&B artist or R&B writer, or, you know, because they're trying to impress their friends next to them. And a lot of people don't step out their comfort zone. A lot of people. And it's like, I'm not saying that they're talentless. They have the talent. They have the potential. They can do it. But they choose not to because they feel like, you know, it's not good or it's too soft or it's this, that, and the third.
Wow.
I do every genre. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. It could be country, pop, rock and roll. We could talk about anything. There's not a genre that I cannot do.
We got you. So basically you're saying if they're not recognizing their actual talents and what they're good at, they just don't never develop it. So it's just not as good as it could be.
Yes. There's a lot of artists like at first, Lil Baby.
Yeah.
When I first heard Lil Baby, I was like, I really don't like him like that. Then his development as a like artist and his growth took like I was just like, I love this guy.
He
now.
impressed me.
Yes.
He ended up
if he didn't stay in that one-dimensional lane, he grew. You know, every artist that's a top artist, that's a great artist, grows.
But then he got stuck.
Yeah. But he got stuck within his own with his style.
Right. Well,
you know,
with his style.
Yes,
but he did get
exactly.
stuck.
but it's the Lil Baby style. Now, if anybody rapping that type of way, they're saying, yo, you're trying to be like Lil Baby.
Right.
And he did what he had to do. You know, once you find your niche, your stuff, your mastery, you're supposed to stay stuck right there. That's it, honestly. Yeah. So I get what you're saying.
No, that's what's up, man. I love the honesty in that answer too. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So thank you for that. And in what way do you plan on making a difference with this music?
That's a tough question. Honestly speaking, my music, I don't like talking about the typical things that everybody talk about within music. Like a lot of my music, I like to drop gems. I like to drop jewels. I like to day-to-day people that go through stuff. I want them to feel it. I want them to understand, like, you know, this is for you too. Like, people think that because you come from the hood and all of that stuff that you can't talk about that.
They put you in a box.
Yeah, they put you in a box. You know, you can't talk. Oh, you can't talk about. You got to talk hood or you got to talk gangster. They see this 6'5", 250-pound big dude singing or doing R&B. You know, it's just like it throws them off, and it's just like. And I mean, within the area, you go outside the area, they accept that. They pray. You know, they love it. So it's just like, honest. Like we need to. I don't know. We just this area. If we focus and support and tell everybody. Give everybody good constructive criticism. If everybody follows the good constructive criticism, 845 have one of the best areas ever then, you know, because the talent out here is immense, is great. But if everybody just listen, like, yo, listen, I like that rap stuff you do, but try to do this a little bit more. Then, you know, people will grow. People's not hearing that out here.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, you know, shout out Blackout and What We Talking About podcast. We used to do we still do a segment called 3 the Hard Way, and we used to just grab 3 songs from the area, whoever was putting stuff out randomly, and just if you put it out, it was fair game. You know what I mean? So we would just play it, and then we would critique it, you know, and you know, Blackout being an artist, he's not kind of talk spicy and then not take nothing back, you know what I mean? So he wants to tell you the truth about it, so you tell him the truth about his, you know what I mean? Yes. And from my point of view, you know, I might sugarcoat every once in a while just to, like, save your feelings, but when I'm not in love with it, there's a reason for that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to deliver it a little bit softer than maybe he would. But regardless of that, when we had that nice mix of cold and hot, bad cop, good cop, people did not like being like, even though we were saying, you know, it's your content, like we're telling you what it is. You're like, yo, you're good at picking beats, but what you're saying on this is trash.
work on this. You're not saying anything, you know, like.
And we would say things like that, and people would take it so to heart, and it's like, it's cool you take it to heart, but don't hate me for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, love me for that.
You know what it is? Well, it's because that was their best effort, and that's why they get offended. They get offended because they tried their hardest to make that
better than that one.
Exactly, and that's nobody's fault. That's them in their mind. They're supposed to have people around them to let them, like, help them. Like, listen, what do you have an entourage for?
Right.
What do you have your people here for? What are they sitting in the studio for? What are they doing? You guys just have a bunch of people just sitting around you doing nothing.
This is baggage.
Anytime you see Faime Gretzky walk into a room, you see me by myself. When you see me on stage, you don't see me on stage with 30 people behind me. You don't see me, the people in the crowd knowing me. Everybody who's rooting for me is people I don't know.
Right.
I come in there and I make a presence and I make an impression on my own. Your first impression is your last impression.
Sure.
And I take that to heart. So it's just like, I don't know, people just, like I said, everybody view things differently. So people just do this. They do music because they want the fame and the glory and all this. I do music because I love music. Like, I really, yes, there's a big difference. You know, people love what comes with music. I love music. There's a big difference. I don't care what comes with it. I care about what did I put into this song. What energy and soul did I put into this? When my kids listen to this back in the days, like in the future, when my kids listen to this, what are they going to say?
Right, right.
You know, this is leaving a mark.
Right.
You know, that's how I take it. I don't want my kids to go back to my music and hear me say, run it up. No, I want them to hear, no, you know, jewels. Like, that's what I want them to hear.
Yeah, no, that's what's up. So tell me a little bit about the name, man. Faime Gretzky. Where's that come from?
It's the crazy. Shout out to Gusto to plug this. We were I joke around too much. I'm a big, like, a lot of people look at, I may have an ice grill or something, but I'm the biggest clown in the room at all times. And me and my friend, first it was Faime. My name was Faime the Elohim. That's what it was. Okay. And I did a song with Bundy. So his name was Banco at the time. So I said, let's make a song where our name, you know, Fame, and it rhymes with a famous person. So I said Fame and like Wayne. So I was like, okay, Wayne Gretzky, all right, Faime Gretzky. And I was like, yeah, I was joking. I was like, yeah, ice people. That's why ice, da-da-da. And he said Banco. So he was like, let me do Banco Sinatra. So we played two characters. So I was Faime Gretzky and he was Banco Sinatra.
Okay.
The song never dropped, but then that's how we came up with the name. And ever since then, he's been calling me Gretzky, the Gretzkers, and everybody say that. It stuck with me. And it's just like, you know what? That name rings a bell for some reason. I like that name. Nobody have it. Nobody has it the way that I have it.
Right.
And once I did it, it was just like, I don't know. It just really stuck with me. I don't know what to say about it.
Nah, it's a cool name. So how long is that? How long?
Since about, like, my son was probably, 2 years old at the time when I got that name. I'm about to say like 7 years ago.
Oh,
6, 7 years ago I had that name.
When I look up Faime Gretzky on my like Apple Music, it comes up and it's like, it goes back to 2020. Was that when you first dropped something? Was 2020?
Yeah, that's when I first, once my son hit like 4 or 5 years, because I took music off around that time to take care of my kid, to be a father, you know. So I didn't want to do it the other way around. I didn't want to go on tour, go on all this stuff, and my son I come back and my son doesn't know me.
Right.
You know, so I did it to where I raised my son. I teach him during his vital years what he needs to know during the vital years. And now is when I'm, you know, pushing, because the music is endless. Age doesn't matter when it comes to music. So it's just like, I can keep doing this forever, you know. So that's what I love about it.
Shout out Ed OG. Be a father to your child.
Always be a father. No deadbeats around my circle, period. None of them.
Man, nah. And that goes for animal parents, too. Take care of your animals.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now.
I got 4 dogs, so I know. Trust me.
Listen, God bless you. I love my puppy. Shout out Hazel. So who's producing this music, man? I heard a wide range of beats and production that you were rhyming over, having just kind of skimming through your discography, and then I actually listened to, I think it's called Unearthed, a couple of times. That was like the latest thing.
Yep.
Yeah, so I let that run a couple of times. You know, like I put it on while I was like sitting on the couch, and I put on what I was cleaning up, and I noticed that the production that you choose to rap on, a lot of it will be either you know, string heavy, or like some sort of wind instrument, you know, playing along in there. So who's producing all this stuff for you?
I have a producer overseas. His name is Kiss, the Kiss, and he's with Cross Arms Entertainment. Shout out to Drew, you know, as is, you know, shout out to him. That's my manager. So he once I went with Cross Arms, you know, he's just like, listen, I can put you in positions, I can get you what you need originally and all this stuff. And he hooked me up with this dude named Kiss, and he's possibly one of the best producers I've ever worked with. You know, he only heard one of my songs, and he was just like, oh yeah, I know what type of beats to make you. And honestly speaking, there's not one beat maker, producer in the world that could send me a beat that will stump me. Don't worry about my style. Don't worry about my flow. You know, I'm just an accessory to the beat that you give me. Don't say, hey, what type of, just send me the beat.
Right.
I promise you I'll make a great song to it, no matter what. Send me the beat. You know, so, and that's how Kiss is. He's just like, here. You know, that's why I love working with him. But he's a beast. I work with him. I work with Zach. Definitely get beats from Zach. And that's honestly only two people I really on YouTube.
Gotcha.
You know, that's about it.
Gotcha. Nah, that's what's up, and I'm glad you kind of alluded to like your approach to the music and everything, because that's actually one of the questions that I have on here. It's like, you know, your approach to the music. Where does that come from? Like, why do you approach it that way?
A lot of people get into the game, they sign a deal, they're like, they made it, then you don't hear them in a year because they don't know the paperwork or the contract behind it. They don't know how to read. They don't understand points. They don't understand what's going on. They're just like, oh yeah, like this guy hit me up, I'm about to go sign. I got a record deal offered from Motown. And when Motown sent that to me, I had to read it over. I sent it to Zach. I was like, yeah, how does it look? Zach was just like, yeah, this is a 360. And, you know, I brought it to my lawyers immediately. You know, the lawyers was just like, no, you know, if you sign this, nothing's going to happen. They're going to sign me for $500,000, but within the contract, I was only able to accumulate $500,000. So how does that work? And you give me that signing bonus, and I got to give it back to you anyway.
You're just zero.
So I'm zeroed out. Yeah. You know, if any matter of fact, I'm negative because I'm going to owe you in the end when I have to pay for the hotels and all of the stuff that's coming out of your pocket. Right. I'm not a fool. Mm-hmm. Any other person who doesn't know the aspects behind it would have been like popping bottles. I did it, Mama. We made it. You know, Mama. They'd be like, Mama. You know, as soon as they saw that email, it's just like, I've been around the game. I've been around Wu-Tang. I've been around Prodigy. You know, rest in peace. I've been around the stars. You know, I've been around real legends. You know, not the upcoming stars now. I've been around real legends. You know, so shout out to Skangsta Rap Martyr, Cash Bills, who did. Those people literally taught me music and how to rap. And if you could look at Bangkok Fam and them now, they're doing it now big. So it's just like, I'm not starstruck. You're not just going to send me a record deal and expect. I know my worth. I know my value. I know that I can stand toe to toe with any artist in any room, no matter what. You know, and that's why I say shout out to Selk as well, because he pushed my pen crazy. Yeah. You know, like he definitely. I don't know if you heard the track we were on, but he pushed me to another level, and I pushed him, and I love to be around artists like that.
Yeah. What was dope about that, and he was so amped. Shout out Selk.
Shout out, bro.
Energy, you know. So he was here with me. And he's like, bro, you got to hear this dude, Faime Gretzky, you know. And he was so amped to show me that. And he was building you up so much that when I heard the track and I'm hearing you guys back to back on the track, he made it seem like you blew him out the water. I'm like, Selby, your verse is dope too.
His verse was crazy too, you know. And I'm looking at him when he does that to me. I'm just like, bro, like, you know, I don't go around saying, yeah, I killed Selka on this. I'm sitting in my head like, did I kill him on this? I don't even know.
That nice, bro.
And he just, and he came off crazy. He did it, and I sat there. He did it in one take, damn near, no doubles. I'm just like, how are you recording like this, bro? What are you doing? And I'm just like, all right.
I can appreciate the pen in both of y'all, though. You know,
Thank you.
Salute to y'all. You know, I definitely recognize that. That's just the old MC in me, looking out and hearing you guys talk, and just when you're rapping and just seeing the look in your eye. I recognize it's like the real recognize real. Like, I remember that.
Yes, you feel the growl in it. Like it's just like
I would be ciphering with people like this. You know what I'm saying? Constantly. You know what I'm saying?
And that's I came up off of cipher and battle rapping on the streets, all that. That's what I really came up off.
Absolutely, man. I think talk about being one way. I think that's why KO never came out. That's who I was. I was so focused on battle rap that all my raps started, like all the words, it was like every sentence was you or I.
Yeah, you got to take out them and, ifs, and buts if you want to make music. That's a little tip I'm going to let y'all know right there.
That's a gem.
Yeah, you see, that's a gem. You see, a lot of that's what I'm saying, they'll do that. You got to take out them ands, ifs, and buts when you write music, man. It makes it sound...
And the I's and U's in the beginning.
Yes, it makes it sound better. It makes it sound more of a story. You know, that's how it works.
Absolutely. Yo, it's the truth. It sounds simple. It's so true. That's
it's hard.
Right there. Real quick, just so I don't want to take up too much time here, but just to learn a little bit about you, all right? So you mentioned Brooklyn. Is that where you were from and moved up here?
Yes.
So when did that happen? You were born in Brooklyn?
I was born in Brooklyn, 1030 Park Place between Brooklyn and Kingston, right across from Broward Court. So I grew up over there. Okay. I went to, I'll skip all the way to high school. I went to George Westinghouse High School. And then from George Westinghouse, I went from there, I think, to Missouri, back to Brooklyn. Then I came, then I came to Poughkeepsie. Okay. So when I hit Poughkeepsie, I went to Ketchum. I was at Ketchum, I think, since 10th grade, I believe. What, was it 10th grade? It was 10th grade. I was in Ketchum. I was on the basketball team. I was a good kid then, but I always did music, but never really let people know. I was just the guy to come to ciphers when everybody thought they were nice and kill them. Right. I was that dude. like that. Shout out to Ice to God. Me and Ice to God actually battled in high school. That's how I met Ice to God. I battled Ice, so me and him was going at it. Okay. And then it was like me and him and Chubbs. We formed the group H&O. Then after H&O was making a buzz, I came to Poughkeepsie. I met the Four Horsemen. That's when it was D. Weathers and all of them on that. Yep. And it's just like, then I started doing music with Cans. And up to this day, I still do music with Cans. You know, shout out to Cans. I write all his music. You know, so I gotta let. You gotta let him know. No, that's my bro, man. But he definitely
sat in this room with me.
Yes, that's my bro, man. He definitely does his thing overseas and all that.
So. I gotta get D. Johns over here.
D. Johns. Yeah,
I still haven't got D. Johns.
I forget D. Johns. Nah, I mess with you. D. Johns the bro too, man.
So then you moved up, then you did that. The Missouri stint, did that last long?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
It was nothing.
That was quick.
Yeah, it was nothing to do out there in Missouri. Like I lived in 7 different states. That's why I didn't even, it's a long story. I lived in 7 different states. So
Okay.
Yeah, but Missouri was just horrible. Missouri, my parents sent me away because I was on some nonsense. I wasn't taking my life seriously.
Gotcha.
I found out I took a bus all the way back by myself. Basically, was homeless, and then.
Wow.
So
you've been through it a little bit.
Yeah, we all been through it.
Yeah.
I don't talk about my story a lot like that because I know that somebody else has it worse. So I don't sit down like, oh my God, help me. I'm a man first. You got to get through it.
So some of the trials and tribulations though that we all come across and dealt with does come through in your music though.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So if you're listening and you're just vibing to the beat or whatever.
That's one thing you could honestly have to honor and respect about me because I don't fake it in my music. There's nothing in my music you're gonna hear and be like, he's not like that. I'm exactly how that sounds.
Right.
Don't try me. Like I'm not a gangster. I'm not a thug. I tell everybody that, but I'm a man. You're not gonna violate me. I understand situation. Like we're gonna respect each other. I promise you. In any situation, you come up to me, I would respect you. You can be down and out, and if I have it, bro, and you like, yo, bro, I need this. Instead of you trying to do something stupid like rob me, I got you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll hold you down, bro, because all this stuff is materialistic, but love lasts forever. So it's just like, I got you, bro. Here, bro.
Yeah, we need more good energy like that.
Yeah.
Like I just wish we had more of that. We just don't. But if we keep talking positively and just maybe you do it for somebody, maybe the pay it forward mentality will come into play. I hope for that.
That's why I said the world loves hate, man. Hate sells more than love, man.
Oh,
as much as we want to, but it's just like hate sells more than love.
It does.
You drop a positive song, all you want.
Yep.
I'll get you that.
Yep.
Girl over there saying shake that, pop that is gonna get millions of more spins before you. It's just like doesn't matter how it does not matter. You can't just be that guy. You can't name one positive artist that's positive and stayed on top.
Got you. You've done 3 different projects that are out right now for people to consume?
Yeah, I have 3 different projects. This is just like all my music that everybody's been telling me to put out. But the one that I'm about to drop, I say about in 2 months. I say it's 2 months I'm dropping it. In 2 months I'm dropping my next album, and it's gonna be a work of art.
Oh,
it's
dope.
gonna some artist I'm working with named J. Soul. And he's from Boston. I met him. And if you see my music video, Money Showers, he's in it. He's the one that kind of look like, like he's like, I don't even know how to explain it. He's like, he looks like Nipsey. He looks just like that. Rest in peace. He looks just like that. He's just like, he looks from Cali, but it's my dude from Boston. He's an R&B artist, and he's amazing. And we're about to drop an R&B album. Then I got more music coming with Doc, and then I'm dropping a solo. Like I have thousands of songs just in my archives, and I never put out. You do,
so don't you?
Yeah, I have.
You seem like you have a deep treasure chest.
Yeah, I have. That like if there was a verses with me, I could do verses with everybody, anybody out here, and I can go 20 songs for 20 songs to every single one of them. Trust me, it's just like it doesn't matter. I have that many songs.
Talk a little bit about the relationship with Doc.
Yeah, that's like my brother. How did
that happen?
I knew him for 15 years. So I was my brother Rio. I met Rio. I was dating someone named Chanel, and when I was living with them at the moment, she was all like, Doc came over. He was a friend of the family, and he made beats, and I rapped.
Okay, yeah.
And we just got together, and then he was teaching me how to make beats, and then we were going with rapping, and then we just fed off of each other. Just ever since then, fed off of each other. It was just like. He's the one person, toe to told me I could send him a track and not have to worry about it. He got it. He knows what he's gonna do.
Right.
He's gonna perform. I'm very shy and timid, so until I get loose and comfortable, he's the one. He'll take the microphone. Yo, what's good, everybody? That's him, And sometimes I always need that energy around me. That energy is just right there. So that's why I love Doc. That's what I always love Doc, and I always keep Doc in my corner for that. He's my brother to the end, no matter what.
And he's done things in his own right.
Yeah, he's doing his own thing too. So it's that's why me and him don't contact as much as we used to, but the love is still there.
Sure.
It's not like we hate each other. It's not like it's beef. No. I know he has a family. He got to do what he has to do. I have a family. I have to do what I have to do. But he knows if I make it, when I make it. His phone is I'm calling him, drop everything. I don't care what you're doing. Drop everything that you're doing. That's exactly just how it's going to be. I hope it's the same way for me, but that's how it is going to be on my side. I know that. That's how I'm not doing this for nothing, I'm doing this for my bro, Luke Gaga, who passed away last year. You know, so it's just like I'm doing. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we actually I had the time wrong. I said last year. You know, it's so crazy how the time flies. It felt like it was like last year. It felt like it was like right then, and it still affects me up. It still affects me up to this day. But we went to. He was my manager first, and I knew him since high school. And he took me to Coast to Coast. We won Coast to Coast. We actually came first place. Me and Doc. Yeah, so we won Coast to Coast live. We drove out to Florida, and when we drove out to Florida, hurricanes, all of this stuff messed the show up. We came back. On the way back, you know, he just said he wasn't, you know, I don't want to speak too much on it, you know.
Yeah.
But then when he came back, it's just like, you know, I said, yo, good stuff on the show. He said, yo, good stuff too, man. Next time we're going to get him. And that was the last time we spoke. You know, it was just like, that was it. So it was just like, it was so fast. It was so sudden. It just impacted me crazy. And I always thought, I'm a man. I don't feel it. I'm all right. Everybody around me like, bro, you're not acting the same. I became more angry. My patience wore thin. I just was ready to fight every second, and it's because I wanted to let the pain out.
Yeah.
And I just heard that voice in my head. It's just like, it was Luke, just like, why are you stopping? I'm here. I'm okay. Do your music, push. And I did. Never gave up. And I'm just like, every single time I feel myself like, I want to stop this, I hear Luke. I just see him sitting in that chair with the pink Minute Maid, you know, drinking. Like, what are you doing, bro? You know, you're the best. You're the best in the area. You're the best. Nobody can top you. Just go. Just put yourself out there. And I'm like, you're right. You know, I'm not gonna let your name go in vain. I'm not gonna let that happen. So that's basically what happened with me. And now this is the Faime Gretzky everybody got now. They got the I will challenge you. I will step to you now. Don't sit down and don't claim that you're this and that. And then when I come and present you, you don't show that. Don't do that with me because I will pull your card. You know, I don't care about how many people talk views. I don't care about how many times you paid for your promotion. I don't care, bro. You got to show me that I'm from that era. You got to show me face to face. If I pull up on you with a camera right now, what can you do? I don't want to hear auto-tune, none of that. Let's rap. You know, that's how I am with people. Let's rap. You're a rapper, let's rap. I'm an artist. You know, I don't call myself a rapper. I'm an artist, but I can rap, I can sing, I can do this. It doesn't matter what it is. You know, like.
I like that, though. You got to have some of that bravado in you. That's what's going to be a part of the makeup of being a star out here in music anyway.
Yes.
You need some of that.
Especially out here, yes. You need it. And that's how come a lot of people didn't hear me, because I was always the humble guy in the corner. When everybody was like, oh, this dude is fire, I was the humble guy in the corner sitting down not saying anything. And then even my people look at me like, bro, what are you doing? You can go over there and use the letter A and rap or circles around this kid, no problem. And I'm just like, let him have it. You know, like, what is me going over there showing him anything? What is that going to do for me out here? None of these people is going to put me in a position to get where I want to go right now. And that's just how I always thought. Now I know how to get to where I need to go. So now after I climbed up that mountain, I turned around and looked down like, I dare one of y'all to try me. I really dare one of y'all to try me right now. Don't do that, because I'm going to hurt you. You're going to want to take it to real life. You're not going to want to keep it music with me. Trust me.
They're going to want to keep it music. He's 6'5", 250. They're going to keep it music.
People nowadays don't care about that size stuff, man. Trust me. That's like, you better hope you keep it music. Let's just hope it. I'm not, that's to say, I ain't a tough guy, but let's just hope you keep it music. That's all I would just want to keep it music. That's it. But they're not gonna. They're not gonna. They're not gonna want to though. They're gonna be like, nah, bro, nah.
Do me a favor. You know what I'm saying? Keep it music. You know, what's your favorite project that you've done so far?
Arcadium. Okay. The first Arcadium I ever did with Doc Dillinger. I'll never forget that Arcadium.
What was so fun about it?
It was just everything. It was just the whole process. Like, when I think back, like, I remember coming out of the studio. That's when I found out I was having a son. Everything happened during that mixtape, no matter what. We called ourselves Arcadium because of that. You know, it was like that project would never. We had a building that we went to. We played pool every day. I was there when we didn't have to do music. We was editing our own music. We were finding out each other. That's when we were learning each other's style. What can we do? We were pushing our talents. I was telling Doc, yo, you could sing. He was stuck in the whole, I'm not a singer. Bro, sing, bro. If you're not, I don't care about what these people think, bro. The world is way bigger than Poughkeepsie, bro. Like, sing, bro. And that's when we pushed our pen. It was the best. It was the best experience I've ever had during music. You know, that and going to when I used to do music in the city. That and doing stuff with Cash Bills when I was around Prodigy Studio in Queens. Those were all great experience.
Speaking of that, you know, one of my favorite questions all time on the show is my next question to you. Tell me about the first time you felt like a star doing your music.
Coast to coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I performed in Florida, and it was just like we didn't know anybody. It was Florida and Brooklyn at both times, but we didn't know anybody in the crowd, and Doc didn't know the song we were gonna perform.
Okay.
And it was just like it felt like a movie, because the whole way down we're arguing, the whole way there we're arguing, to the point where Luke is like, "Yo, you guys need to relax," and I'm telling him, I'm like, "Listen, this is the song that's gonna win. I don't care what you say." No, we should do this, da da da. I was like, "Are you telling me that you don't know, that you don't want to do this because you don't know your verse?"
Right.
Yeah, that's not my fault, and I don't care. I don't care what you say. Get it right now. And that's it. Like, we're friends, but when it comes to business, there's no friendship. There's no emotion, bro.
We gotta do this.
The crowd does not care about your emotions, bro.
No.
They came to see us perform.
Correct.
He sat down. He took the phone. He started. We argued. We're not talking to each other before we get on stage. We act like we look like enemies before we get on stage.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the place is packed, at least 500, 600 people. Place is packed. We go on stage. We get on stage. I get the mic, and I'm just like, all right, let's go. As soon as I'm about to grab, Doc grabs the mic. Yo, what the F is good, everybody? We about to turn this stage up. That's Fame. This is Doc Dillinger. Let's get this going. DJ, run that.
Yeah.
And the energy I felt from that, my brain clicked like, you're right, bro. We're artists.
Yeah.
We're artists, bro. We still got to entertain. Let's put this show on. And I turned, and I damn near cried for how much goosebumps and stuff. We had the crowd jumping, damn near surfing, going crazy, singing our music. The beat cut. I still said my part super fast. I looked at the camera. It was ridiculous, and we came in first place.
Nice.
You know, it's just like, it was great. And then after that, I had to battle somebody. Because, again, I got off stage. They're on like, "Oh, yeah, come see me outside, da-da-da." We were on stage with the winning stuff. We're like, what? Where? We got right off stage, went outside, and I killed somebody. I ripped their head off. Like, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't do that, bro. Trust me. I'm with it at every time. I'm an artist.
I love it. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I think that every MC's got to have a little bit of experience with that in some capacity.
Yes,
right?
yes,
Like,
you got it.
If they
Yes.
haven't, then you're not out here like
You're
that.
not an MC, you know.
what I'm
Everybody's
saying?
like, I'm an artist. Yeah, let a real rapper run down on you, like, and start rapping at you and start saying some real crazy stuff.
You now what? You know
Yeah, you walk away if you want to. That's like being a. Think about it. I look at it like that's like a boxer. If your craft is boxing, somebody come up to you and punch you, they expect you to turn back and punch them in the face because you're a boxer.
Right.
If you're an artist and someone runs up to you and start rapping, it's like taking a metaphorical punch to the face.
Yeah.
Turn around and start rapping at them. It only takes 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But people fear that. You know why? They don't got their hype man friend in the back. They don't got auto-tune to help them. They know they don't got a beat to ride. They don't got none of that. You got
not even have any rhymes. Right?
They'd have no rhymes. Exactly. They're like, damn, my friend didn't write any for me. Like, this is how, like, they don't have it. I'm just like,
gone. I feel like are the days of, you know, a backpack and your notebook and just having rhyme after rhyme in there. And
Yeah,
just,
right.
Being in a site, like, hold on one second.
let me see. Yeah, exactly. I'm about to say, let me see you coming there with a notebook nowadays. People gonna look at you like you're a caveman. Like, is he writing with a pen? Like, he's writing his bars with a pen. Even now, today, I write in my phone, no matter what. Like, yeah, I'm one of those now.
Yeah.
I write when I really want to feel what I'm writing. I write with pen and paper. For some reason, I don't know. You guys should try this at home. Like, it's a complete difference when you write on pen and paper than when it is with the phone.
I would imagine.
I don't know what it is. It's like I can feel the song more. It's like when I write pen and paper, it's like the effort. When I write in my phone, it's just like it's so fast. It's just so.
Yeah.
I could do trap and drill songs in 5 minutes. I
Right.
could write it in 5 minutes. No exaggeration. People time me. I'll write a song in 5 to 10 minutes. No problem.
Nice.
Best verse, one of the best verses you've ever heard. Like, there's no way you just did this. Like, yep, I'll write it in 10 minutes and record it in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
One take, Jake it. Just one take, done. It's
That's
just
dope,
like,
though. That comes with experience.
yes, I have too much of it. I have so much experience. It's ridiculous.
Talk to me real quick. What's your most desired venue to perform at?
Most desired venue to perform at. I never really thought about that, actually.
That's what we do here.
A lot of people don't think about that. That's actually, of course, Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
Listen, Jay-Z sold out to Madison. I want to do that too. Trust me, I think everybody's dream is Madison Square.
Right.
You know, like, why not Madison?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it doesn't get really any bigger.
And yeah,
everybody knows it in the whole world. They know
just
Madison
like,
Square Garden.
Madison. And I'm from Brooklyn. I'm right there. You know, I'm right around the corner. It's either Madison or Barclays, but I'm going for Madison.
Right, right. No, that's dope. I respect that. I do respect that. And my last question to you is, other than people in the 845, almost kind of not like a dream, but like something obtainable, but who would you want to do a collaboration with, if you could do with anybody?
What you mean, like, I could say anybody, any artist?
Yeah.
My favorite artist is Eminem.
Okay.
Yeah, Eminem. It'll be Eminem or Joyner at the time, but, you know, everybody will do the cliche and say Drake. You know, of course, Drake is, once you get that Drake stimulus pack, it's over. You know, any song Drake get on with you, you made it. You know, that's the thing. But honestly, the greats, it'll be Eminem, it'll be J. Cole, people like that. J. Cole, Kendrick, it'll be those type of people of that echelon right now.
I could have guessed that Eminem will be one of your favorite artists, if not your favorite, when you started saying that, you know, you like to become one with that beat and be an instrument on there. You know what I mean? Because that's what he does. Yeah. He's the best at that.
Yeah, the best at it. You know, a lot of people argue me and be like, Eminem's this because he's, you know, I'm just like, listen, man, give that man his respect, please. Just like, you know, don't even question it.
And he will tell you that somebody who also highly skilled at that is the one, Pharoah Monch, is very good at getting in the pocket and using his voice as an instrument on a beat.
Yeah, you know I mean? And I never really listened to him.
Pharoah Monch, oh man.
You could send me the link. I will listen to it. I will show love. I apologize if I did. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but,
Pharoah Monch is an old school rapper. He is amazing. He sung that song, Get the F Up. Simon Says, Get the F Up.
Yes. I do know that song. That's crazy. That's him. That's him. Ridiculous.
That's Pharoah Monch. He uses his voice in that manner where he'll just become part of the beat. You know what I mean? Like with his flow and all that. And the octave voice. So I respect that.
Okay.
Super dope, man. Last thing to do is just tell the people where they can find you and all that good stuff. Let them know.
Listen, you can find me on Instagram, Faime Gretzky. Actually, the easiest way to do this is the Real 99. You know, it's just very simple. A lot of people don't know how to spell Gretzky. A lot of people don't know how to spell Faime the way I spell it. I put Faime with the I in the middle. So the Real 99, just @ The Real, exactly how I'm saying it, The Real, and the numbers 99. Easiest way to find me. You know, I'm on everything as well. I'm on every platform. Spotify, DistroKid, it doesn't matter. Discord, Xbox.
Music and all that.
Anything you need to find me on Faime Gretzky. I'm on that name. You could type it in on Google. It's everywhere.
It's going to be on the screen the whole interview. So they're going to know exactly how to spell it.
Yeah, no problem.
Exactly how to find you. Yeah. So what would you prefer on the screen? You want Faime Gretzky or you want Real 99?
No, you could put Faime Gretzky or the Real 99. Either one that's easier for you. You know, like definitely with cross arms and all that stuff. So you're going to see me with cross arms, Faime Gretzky. That's it. Once you see cross arms, you know it's me. Like, that's it. Yeah. Like immediate.
Yo, man, I appreciate you coming down,
thank
man,
you, man.
And spending some time with me, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you, and you know, as you move forward and you start doing things, I'm gonna hold you to a little exclusive interview when you do your thing.
All right, man, I got you. Trust me. Listen, I got you forever. Yo, forever, man. Trust me, I got you forever.
You know what I mean? So for Faime Gretzky, for Gabriel, for FinallyTV, it's Voice of the Valley, y'all. Peace.
Peace.